Hello there everyone, good evening or afternoon, wherever your time zone may bring you. And Griso is already here, of course, as per usual. He can't wait for the treats. Brand new. Welcome Mystic Beard, welcome Ben, welcome Greg. Great to have you guys, thank you so much. I got my beer here. Felt like a nice beer here again. You don't like beer? See? And yeah, that's good. And we should, I suppose, give Griso his due treats. I got like this big box with treats here for him, with some variety. So sometimes there is some different treats in here. Today there will be a super treat in here, which is this one, just a cat cream thingy. If someone wants to give the channel point to Griso, then there is this. Yeah, this is the beer I have here is a rather cheap beer. It's best beer, it's called. But it's nice. It's nice. I love Kriek. Kriek is a lovely beer. Unfortunately, a bit pricey, the cherry beer, but I do love me a good Kriek Lambic. Great beer. So how's you guys' weekend going? I went to my parents yesterday. Greg, you might not have heard, but I actually went on a puppy quest on Thursday. I promised my father a puppy about a year ago, and I got one on Thursday, and checked out how he was doing yesterday. We called him Dobie, and he was doing pretty well. So that's fun. But of course, if I have attention for a puppy dog, then this one gets all jealous, because he was a bit cranky. As you can see, he's still cranky because I gave him a treat and he's like, okay, I'm done, bye. Normally he sticks around, but he's not feeling it today, because I've been paying attention to other animals, and we can't do that. He's the cutest of all the land, isn't he? Oh well. So you might hear some complaining in the background. Yeah, great to hear that you're doing so well today. It's so weird. Sometimes the emotes are working, but sometimes they are not. It really appears that when it's on the first in a message, they don't appear in the chat thing. That's kind of weird, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm glad enough that it's working as well as this does. Oh yeah, Mystic, you have to take care of the cats now, don't you? And the possum, of course. It's like a whole zoo with you in front of your door there. So yeah, Griso will be back in no time when the bar gets on the screen, I'm pretty sure. But we should get going. So what I want to do today is actually go through some Atari games, because, you know, we haven't had much in the way of Atari on my channel. I must admit that I'm not the most nostalgic for Atari, because I just didn't grow up with it. When I grew up, we had a video puck in the house, which is the Odyssey 2 in the US. You know, kind of a competitor to the 2600. There were a lot of competitors back then. And the first time I really got to even play some 2600 games was on the TV Boy. Does anyone still remember that device? Which were kind of hacked versions of Atari 2600 games. But yeah, that was actually my introduction to those games in particular. So that was like what, 1998, I want to say. I think that's about right. It's pretty late. So I have no particular nostalgia. I have a slight nostalgia for the old Atari 8-bit systems. Because I knew some people who had those. It's kind of funny because in the US the Atari was mostly known for their consoles, of course the 2600 being the biggest one, but also to a degree the Lynx and the Jaguar. Over here in Europe, Atari was kind of synonym for another computer brand, another microcomputer. It was a big competitor to the Commodore, and in the UK, the ZX line of computers. So we kind of knew it more as a computer brand and less so as a console brand, which is it's kind of funny how that can make such a difference. Great to have you, the Pirate Gamer Boy. Thank you so much. Yeah, the TV Boy. Yeah, that was a thing that my cousin at some time got, and we played some with that. I recently saw that they did do a Doom port for the Atari 8-bit computers, which looked interesting because those systems aren't very powerful, but still very capable in the right hands, of course. And someone did a Doom port for that. It's very minimalistic, but it is recognizable as a Doom port, so that was pretty impressive. What doesn't have a Doom port nowadays? I don't know. The number of systems that doesn't have a Doom port anymore is getting fewer and fewer. Like CDI doesn't have one, but CDI does have some demos that do kind of resemble Doom. So it might be someday that there will be. The Game Boy. Does the Game Boy have a Doom port? Surely one is made for the Game Boy, right? Should be possible on there, I think. But yeah, today we are going to dive into some Atari stuff, and we are going to do that through this little device over here, the Evercade, which is a little console from Blaze. Hey there, Austin, Gameplay and Talk, great to see you, man. Awesome. And is the Evercade a really good console? I don't know. I like it, but for probably the wrong reasons. Because what I love about the Evercade is that they release cartridges, and I don't know, man, I'm a sucker for collectible things, and I just love to have something on the shelf. So one of the good things about the Evercade is that you have another way to just buy those older games and for all the systems again, and get them on a little cartridge. And they come in these neat little boxes. Each pack has multiple games. A fair warning, if you are getting into this now, there have been quite a lot of these cartridges out on the market now already, and each costs about 20 euros, and a few of them are not being made anymore because they ran into licensing issues, as one would expect, unfortunately, with those older games. So some of them will probably go up in price, but yeah, if you want a full collection, it's gonna cost you a lot nowadays, which is unfortunate. But yeah, when this came out, I was like, yeah, I love these boxes. They have a little cartridge in here, which is cool. They have a little manual in here. The manuals don't do a whole lot, but it's just a little overview of all the games that are on there, with a small little write-up, and it's just neat. And I don't know if the Evercade so far seems very good, but it is pretty much a emulation box, and these things, like, they are not much more than a fancy SD card, basically. But the cool thing about the Evercade is that it also has some cartridges which contain indie games, so that is really cool. Anyway, this is the first cartridge they ever released, and it's the Atari Collection 1. Has 20 games on it, spread over the Atari 2600, 5200 and the 7800. And we're gonna play some of that. And yeah, Friso looks like a boss, and he's always hungry, and it's kind of surprising that he's back already. So we pop that in there. Now, one thing that I do not like about the Evercade are these things, the controllers. Look at the size of this mammoth. It's not much of a controller, it's more like a control board almost. Like they are very chunky boys, and I do not like the feel in the hand at all. They make it very uncomfortable, at least I find it uncomfortable, especially the shoulder buttons become a pain to use. Like the buttons themselves, they are great. It has a nice D-pad, has very responsive buttons. It's way too big for my hands, and I don't have the smallest of hands. It's yeah, although with the Duke controller at least you have some roundings that you can wrap your hand around, and this is just a flat slab of plastic. So let's not use that. Instead, let's use our trusty 8BitDo M30 controller, which is my favorite 8BitDo controller. And this is gonna look a bit ugly, but it is what it is. Luckily, Evercade does allow you to just use any wireless controller or wired USB controller, so that's great. And let's oh, I need to press down, I think. Let's dive straight in and see what we can find. Again, I'm not the most nostalgic when it comes to Atari games. I do enjoy them, kinda, the simplicity of them. Where's my screen? That's a number 3, yes? There we go. And as always, let me know if the audio levels are alright, or if something is too loud or too soft. And we shall be off. Where's my full screen thing? There we go. So yeah, we have a bunch of games. We're just gonna go through all of them and see what we can find. Now the unfortunate thing is that I of course already know that later, the later cartridges, I have a full set at least for no, that's not true actually. I'm missing Atari Lynx 2 collection, and I had it ordered for over 3 months now, and it's just not coming. But yeah, the issue with this cartridge is that a lot of these games, later cartridges have just way better versions, in particular the arcade versions, than what's found here. But it's good to start at the beginning and slowly work our way up and get to the better games, and still appreciate the older crappy ones as well. So yeah, let's just go through the list here and start with Adventure. Oh, I need to actually... So yeah, each cartridge originally when it is released, it retails for 20 euros. And there's 3 different Evercade systems. There is the Evercade handheld system, which is the first one. And then there is this one, which is the Evercade Versus. This is the Founders Edition. There's also a white and red one. I think it goes for around 100 bucks a system. And there is a newer Evercade handheld system, the EXP, and that one is probably your best bet if you want to get into Evercade now, because it's handheld, and it also comes with some Capcom exclusives on there, which I cannot play on this system. So it has some Mega Man games on there, so that's pretty neat. And something that's really cool is that if you go on the Versus VS Versus menu here, the game system does offer a free-to-play game each month, which is an indie title which you can just play, and if you like it, you can always buy it later on. And each cartridge comes down to $20 or euros, doesn't really matter. It's 20. I'm pretty sure it's also 20 pounds probably. So yeah, let's go with Adventure first. We need to read up. Everyone knows Adventure, don't they? Go on a quest to recover the enchanted chalice and return it to its rightful place in the Golden Castle. Battle ferocious dragons, find keys to unlock castle gates, and collect items to help you save the day. This landmark Atari Classic is one of the foundations of the action-adventure genre. Well, its visuals are simple, It offers surprisingly complex and satisfying gameplay. Ah, does it? For the time, maybe. Experience and it's enjoyable. Oh, sorry, Friso. The default game mode is somewhat simple, but if you're seeking a real challenge, make sure to try the different modes. Okay. Hey there, Acidonia. Great to have you. Great to have you. And yeah, the Duck Dragon for sure. Yeah. I've never been a big fan of adventure, probably because I just came to it too late. Let's see, because of course I don't know which button does what. It was down there. Oh, that's game mode. Okay. And then start. Yeah, there we go. Key. What was this thing again? What was the arrow for? Oh dear. Oh no, it's a sword. This is a sword. Yeah, I can kill the thing. I don't mind easy. Is the pitch off? Yeah, that's one thing. Like I have little experience with the Atari 2600, so I don't know how this pitch is. It's kind of funny because Blaze always has this issue. Oh, we need a black key, I guess. Blaze had. I have a bunch of Blaze systems where they made. Oh, I can't see myself because I'm in the way. My mug's in the way there. The Genesis versions. Oh, it's at the start. See, even the first level I don't... no. No. There we go. Where was I going? I forgot. I was in the spiel and I forgot my spiel. Oh boy. Yeah, the Genesis versions of Blaze, those consoles always had very poor audio, unfortunately. You know, every time you grabbed a ring with Sonic in those. Have I found every dead end there is to get in this game? Oh, come on, you gotta... The dragon is in the way. Ah, there we go. Yeah, those Blaze consoles are stupid. Ugh! Get away from me, Duck Dragon. I think this is also the first game mentioned to have an Easter egg. Where is he? Not coming? As in, you know, just some credits of the programmer, which is kind of neat. Am I getting lost again? Oh man, me and mazes, even the small ones. Where did he come from all of a sudden? So that was not the way to go. I just been there, and already I forget how to get there. Go figure. Oh my goodness. No. Oh no. Stupid dragon. See, I don't need a more challenging thing. Just the simplest of simple. There we go. Oh, we need to bring it back, right? Oh, great. I get to go through here again. No? Why can't I remember this simple maze? I don't know. Those are the difficult questions, aren't they? It doesn't seem right. Nope, it's definitely not right. Gameplay and Talk Austin recently did a round of, or fairly recently, of the Atari anniversary game, which looks kind of more promising than this overall in general. But you know, this is a whole system. That's cool. Let's try level 2 because that went so well. So now it should be more randomized. Oh yeah, you get this crap as well. There's a key. Oh, I'm dragging along. Can I put it here? There we go. Oh. That didn't do me any good at all. Oh, wait, we got it. Excuse me? There we go. Now where do I bring this? Oh, that stupid bat stole my key. I think he took them both. Freaking bat stole my key and he took off with the dragon too, I guess. Oh man. Yeah, for a full Atari experience, that is definitely the better option. But you know, on this system you also get some NES games. Give me the key. Yeah, it can. That's kind of funny. White key, white castle. Let's go. Oh, now we got the yellow key. Man, the stupid bat just keeps nicking all my stuff. Oh, no, you don't. Let's bring this back. If I can find back. No, you... I hate that bat so much already. Please, are we relaxed yet? I don't know where the bat went. Is there a way to figure that out, like how you need to chase the bat? He grabs your stuff so fast. Oh, he let it go. Huh. Oh no, because I wanted the yellow key, right? Oh man. So yeah, never been much of a fan of this. Again, I think I got to this game way too late. Probably if this was new, you would be able to appreciate it way more. But you know, once you've played your Zeldas and the likes, it's kind of hard to get back to something like this. I think in its simplicity, and still, it ends up being more annoying. Whenever it's in the bottom left corner, I can't really see where I'm going because my mug is in the way. I don't think we can get to the White Castle. That's a kind of good question. Which would I prefer, this one or Zelda's Adventure? I don't know. Maybe I would have to give it a slight advantage to Zelda's Adventure, just out of the entertainment level you get. You know, just eat me. Just eat me. We're going to move on to a different game. I am no good in adventure. But yeah, the entertainment value you get out of Zelda's Adventure is like through the roof, isn't it? It is quite the game. Anyway, this should be a bit more fun at least. We get to shoot stuff. Alien Brigade. Yeah, wouldn't that be funny? I'm not sure how capable the Evercade actually is in raw power, to be honest. So I'm not sure if it could even handle such large files. Although it does run some pretty beefy indie games, for sure. So maybe. It's so weird where the Atari, or yeah, kind of in a way, CDI licenses, most of them lie with Atari nowadays, believe it or not. It's kind of weird. The putrid alien, no, not the Plutoid. They come from Pluto, do they? Alien zombie force has infiltrated the army. They look like soldiers, but are actually hostile aliens from outer space. Who knows? Your job is to seek out and destroy these nasty invaders. Procure powerful weapons on site. Rescue. Wait, you're not sending us in with some good stuff? Rescue hostages. Avoid shooting any friendly targets, and most of all, stay alive. Save the Earth. It is thrilling 8-bit gallery shooter. So this is our first. So that's to shoot and the hand grenades. Okay, let's not hit Y by accident. This is the first of the 7800. The 7800 was often touted as kind of a competitor to the NES, but only in the early NES games they were kind of competing against each other. Later NES games just blew the whole system out of the water, didn't it? From what I understand, this was also really a painful system to program for. I do like the colors of the system though. It has some cool things going for it. Like it has a nice color palette. Oops. Do I need to shoot those? I know there's... Oh, that one shoots. Oh, you can just throw a couple of bullets at the tank and they already die. That's weird. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's kind of like Operation Wolf Clone indeed. And you know, it's pretty okay. Probably one of the better games for the whole system, I guess. Although I'm not super familiar with the whole 7800 collection. I don't know which guys are the good ones and which are the bad ones. Oh wait, I think if I remember correctly, I don't want to shoot the helicopters. I think that's actually an evac. It's kind of a drawback of these games. I'm not sure why, but like the information on the different games, it's kind of limiting. Like it does tell about hostages and whatnot. So yeah, I think we don't want to hit that, or maybe we do. Didn't look like it was helpful for me. But yeah, you'd imagine like on a card like that, you have plenty of room for some... Oh, those are the hostages, let's not kill them. Oops. Oh, that's the helicopter that we need to save. Yeah, you'd think there's plenty of room for some more information on game objects and such, but it's all very limited, and even the manual is just... The menu is like 1 sentence per game. It's kind of unfortunate. I don't know why they chose to do it like that. Yeah, are we starting or? Oh, there we go. Not sure if we oops, keep shooting all the hostages. Hey there, Crypto Contagion. How are you today? Welcome to the stream. Great to have you. That looks like a nurse or something. I don't know, man. These pixels, they all blend together so well. Oh, you know, one game that does that terribly, where it all blends way too much. It's like Platoon, where you have to watch out for the tripwires and such, but everything is just brown, muddy stuff.
I hunger.
Oh, there we go. Oh no! Another hostage down. For those new to the stream, don't mind Marvin. Marvin is a bit of a sourpuss. Oh no, I'm shooting all the freaking hostages. Yeah, I'm trying, but they keep getting in the way. Oh, we dead. We dead. You have been defeated. By that point, you can just leave it at that. You have been! Exclamation mark. Unfortunately, yes, Mystic. I suppose I'm kind of emulating some past events, and you know, friendly fire and all that. But yeah, this game is kind of okay. Was it truly thrilling gameplay and talk? I guess there's better ones. Oh yeah, I also have Novice. It's probably more my style. And but yeah, this is probably one of the better games for the system, isn't it? Some of the sports games I think are okay. Should we do another one, or should we just move on? We can always go back to this one when we are running out of games. But we've got 20 games to run through. Oh, and Austin, this is why I remembered that game. I mentioned on your stream as well, Aquaventure. It's because I played it on air, where I was like, I remember that game, and it looked really cool. So this is actually a pretty fun one. What I did not notice when I first played it was this is actually a prototype. Dive into the depths of the sea and search for treasure in Aquaventure. Battle against the time limit to reach the riches laying in the ocean floor. But watch out for aquatic creatures or other hazards that lay in your path. You can shoot them to clear the way out and earn points, but be careful, they will be replaced with faster, more aggressive creatures before long. So yeah, this was a prototype. It got shelved for some reason. No one knows why. Maybe nowadays they do. It's very simple, but it's actually quite fun. But speaking of blending pixels, the contrast in this game is just terrible. It's absolutely terrible. So let's start. So yeah, you just go to the bottom, pick up the treasure, go back up again, and avoid all the nasties. Very simple, you know, as one would. I need to go to actually to the boat. Oh, what is that? Oh, okay. But yeah, look at this. Like, you basically are the background. This is not great. Yeah, each level becomes progressively more difficult. Yeah, this is simplistic fun that actually works really well. I think this is a fine game. It's a shame it got cancelled when it did. And I also don't have any nostalgia for the 2600 for sure. Or any of the Atari consoles, really. Oh, no rest for the wicked here. But this is one of the games I tried that I just genuinely think is really fun. You know, just as some of those earlier Flash games can just be fun. Simple games can be good time wasters. Yeah, but whoever came up with these color schemes, they did not have our best interests at heart. Like, this is just nuts. Blue on blue, really? Oh, I ran out of oxygen. I should not have dilly-dallied. Ah, dang it. And it's something that more modern games, like even in the NES times, it already started, where games can get a bit too complicated for their own good, where, you know, sometimes you just want a game to just sit down and have a go at. I'm gonna try this one more time. Come on. Should be able to get a bit further, right? I remember Austin, he tried this game out for the first time, and of course immediately he gets to like level, what was it, like a level 7 or something. No problem. You want to see some actual good gameplay, then I did not see where I was anymore. Then I can highly recommend you check out Austin's videos. There's some quick plays on YouTube. Ben, if you would be so kind and shout out Austin, gameplay and talk. Or I can do it after the break when we have a Grizo snack time. Can't even get past level 2, come on. Kind of funny, because when I first experienced the game, I was doing pretty well at it as well. So it'll be fun to check out and actually show off some semblance of skills. What were your main consoles when you grew up, guys? What was your first main console? As I said, for me it was, I guess, the Video Pack, the Odyssey 2, the NES, classic. Oh, those spikies were too, okay. Makes sense. Oh, come on, I shot him. I did get a NES, but it was pretty late in the NES lifetime when I got a NES. But, man, I had so much fun on that. Ah, the 2600 for you, Austin. Yeah, that stuff was so popular in the US. Oh man, the ColecoVision, that is a classic. ColecoVision I actually enjoy quite a bit as well. That was such a nice advancement over the 2600, the ColecoVision. I do have a ColecoVision somewhere with the steering wheel and turbo. That's good fun. Up. Here we go. Oh. I also have a 2600 somewhere. But the 2600 is just a pain. Well, most of those older systems are actually a pain. I don't have them modded, so you can't really capture them, which is unfortunate. Why do I keep swimming into the spikies? Those are the questions. Again, I can't for the life of me aim. But yeah, this is a fun little game here. I do like this one. I I suck, but what else is new? I did not practice any of these games, but that probably shows. I was a bit of in a like, what will I do tonight? Also wanted to make some adjustments to the old Twitch. Got a nice border over my camera thing there. I don't know if it's nice, but you know, it's fun. Asteroids. Asteroids is another one of those games that's actually kind of enjoyable, but on the Atari 2600 it's just not as good. I don't know if you actually enjoy me reading the text blurb or not. Yeah, Aquaventure, I agree, Austin. It's such a nice game. I'm kind of surprised they didn't release it. Must have been, you know, at the end tail of the system. Okay, so we'll continue reading the text blurb. I think I need to actually set my interlacing options a bit better. How do you do the hyperspeed thing? Oh, okay, that's back. The thing that this version doesn't do as well is, you know, it's not surprising, but the asteroids, when you shoot them apart, they don't like explode all over the place like in the arcade version, which is just adds a lot of randomness. This one you can, if you take your time, make it yourself a bit easier by, you know, although I think there is a mode where they go diagonal, isn't there? Let's see. Let's see. I think I also have asteroids in combat, so that would check out. Yeah, I want to also check because I think I need to actually set my deinterlacing here. Or does it always flicker like that? Like, not the flicker that's on there now, but the shots seem to ghost a bit. How many difficulties do we have? It can be, like, the number of modes in these games can be ridiculous. And it's another reason I don't understand why they did not have that in the menu, the different modes and what they do. 66. Okay, let's put on 15, I guess. It's probably going to end badly. No, they're still going just vertical. Well, they do kind of shift slightly. Yeah, it could just be my my capture card, I think. Looked out there for a bit. Let's see if we can put it even higher. How about 25? Because it still looked kind of the same, doesn't it? Yeah, it's still kind of the same. Maybe once you beat the level, I guess. Let's test that out. And yeah, it's ghosting a lot. Oh, dang. Yeah, in a way, these oh. I guess, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Like 20? 20 directions? Erratic asteroids. Which does sound kind of weird, you know, asteroids should not be erratic. It would be a very weird natural phenomenon. these things can go in loops. Like you have level 1 is a certain thing, then level 2 is a different thing. So maybe going in 5s is actually not the way to go. What was that? What's the name of the Vectrix asteroids kind of game? Mine something? That is also a really solid asteroid inspired game. Mindstorm, yeah, that's the one. Although there's, I think, like the first version crashes at a certain point, so you can't ever finish it. So there's 2 versions of that game out there. I don't have a Vectrex. I did pass up on one at some point, and I'm kinda, you know, still sour about that I do, because now I don't really know many people with a car anymore. If you ever even find the bloody thing that works. Yeah, it's still not doing the diagonals. No, it's still the same, man. Yeah, if you compare this to the arcade version, it's just this will always be a much weaker experience, which, you know, is kind of as you would expect. But for many of the games, they do a decent conversion. But yeah, this one never really did it for me. Let's go up all the way. Well, now they are a bit more erratic. Of course, I died right away. Oh, now it's 2 players. That's awesome. That's also one of the, at least a cool thing. Like many of those plug-and-play devices, you cannot play with 2 players, and here you can play with up to 4 players. There's 4 controls. I think if you put a hub in there, it technically can even hold more. Although I doubt there's any games that actually would support that. But yeah, this is asteroids. We all know asteroids. It's fun. Okay, I will lower it a bit. Thank you very much for the feedback. It's always good to know. It's so hard to judge this because every game and system is kinda doing its own thing. Alright. Lowered it a bit. Because now there's music, and that music is really quiet. It's just early bleeps and blubs. Sound effects that just make such a hard noise. It's kind of interesting, I just noticed I updated the system and it seems to have removed all of my saved stuff. That's weird. Yeah, doesn't it? The covers do... it was a real art form back then, those covers. Like, you kind of had to, because just using a image of the gameplay, it kind of looked eh. But those were really artsy. Kind of like film posters back then were also like kind of like that, where they were so epic. And Tekken2, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome, welcome. Hope your weekend has been going well. Let's move on to Canyon Bomber. Isn't Canyon Bomber one of the earliest arcade games there? Even black and white still. Take to the skies and test your accuracy in Canyon Bomber. Compete against the computer or another player to see who has the steadiest aim as you drop bombs on targets in canyons. Or take out ships in the sea. On its face, there isn't a whole lot to Canyon Bomber, but it's in a simple mechanics that the true brilliance of the game shines. Whether you're playing on your own or against another player, everything comes down to your timing and chosen target. Miss too many times and you'll find yourself on the losing end quite quickly. Try out different modes to play with alternate rules and targets. to play in Canyon Bomber mode. Choose mode. Oh, now it does say. Like in most versions, it doesn't say like the different modes, but here it does say it. Oh man. Oh man. Just calling me a liar now, huh? If I can't take anything less than, you know, just not giving all the information, it's being inconsistent with what you do and do not give. So normal is 1 to 5. No, that's Sea Bomber. Whatever, we're just gonna... I find this game, well, not the 2600 version, but like the arcade version again, can be actually kind of fun with another player. And you know, this is okay, it's just a bit overly basic. Maybe. I'm the yellow one? Yeah, wow. The CPU is going nuts. Oh, you need to let it drop all the way. You can't just spam the thing. I think the lower blocks do get you more score. Is that true? I think it is. Yes. And I think like if you miss 3 times... Oh, there was once. No, I've already missed 3 times. I can still shoot. So that must be a bit of a change from the arcade version. Okay. CPU 1, big surprise. Let's try... 7, right? Oh, okay. Yes, with the boats. Now you have to actually aim. Ah, just missed it. But tiny boat? Of course, yes. Wait, it's going through that ship. What the heck? Yeah, he shoots them, but my bullet went straight through it. Look at that! You have to be like pixel perfect. Oh, I still managed to score a hit for some reason. No, way off. Oh man, I suck at the timing. Yes? Nope. Still, it went straight through. Wow, you have to be very, very precise. There we go. We got one. Ah, I can't shoot the red plane. Wow, that's quite tough to win this. Like he goes nuts on those ships. Look, 2 boats. It went through 2 boats. What? And again. Way to miss every freaking shot, Seb. Oh man. Yeah, this is not accurate at all. I mean, I am not accurate, but the shots just phase through the ships. Must be like a specific point where... Oh, of course I was going to hit that one. Yeah, you need to be exactly in the middle, I think. Well, that was kind of in the middle. I don't know. You need to hit like the chimneys? This is a chimney, right? On a boat. It's called a chimney. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's it. We'll see this game back in the arcade version, and it's so much better. Feels better. It looks better, which, you know, not too surprising. Here we go. Centipede. Oh, I never played Deep Scan, so I wouldn't know Deep Scan. Is it also on Atari systems? Centipede, another classic. Another one that's really good in the arcade. And, first things first. First, the important stuff. Huh, Friso? Let's see. How about some catnips? Huh? There you go, buddy. Took you 3 attempts to get the first one through. I think both. They are started. Ben and Griezer, they are starting to become a good team. They are full of teamwork. Griezer is giving the little non-verbal signs here, like press the button, Ben. Press the button. I need my food. And Ben will happily oblige to feed poor Griezer, who's always so hungry. Did some of you guys also had these Pong systems back in the day? Like we had one of those Pong systems that had, I think it had 5 games in it. Standard Pong. Then there was like well, all variations of Pong, but there was one exception, and that was kind of like an Excite Bike kind of game in there, which was just one screen, but you just had a motorcycle thing that had to jump over fires and over slopes. Of course, not very sophisticated, but it was kind of unique in that you rarely see that kind of game on one of those Pong clones. And it was on just one screen, and you just went horizontal. And when you were at the end, at the top, you spawned at a level below. And I think it had like 3 lines you had to cross, and it was kind of neat. And then of course you had the different Pong variants in the football and the table football and the tennis and the double tennis, and you know all the different variations of sports with a ball, where someone would do something to said ball to get it back in the game. Let's head back. This is all done again. That was fast. Probably didn't give enough. Yeah, and but Excitebike did scroll. On the Atari 2600s, they did make Mario, and they made it scrolling. Are there other scrolling games on the? Yes, there is the Star Wars games, The Empire Strikes Back, I guess. It does do kind of scrolling, I guess. I'm not sure if you can actually call it scrolling, but you know, it gives you the inclusion of such at least. The peace-loving elves of the enchanted forest are being terrorized by pests, troublesome flea, the mischievous spider, poisonous scorpion, and worst of all, a giant centipede. It's up to the heroic elf Oliver to use his magic wand and fend off these fiends and chaos from Hey there, I'm Shredder. Great to have you. Great to have you. Welcome to the stream. Oh no, I forgot to do something, didn't I? I forgot to I said I would do the shout out, and I still managed to forget it. I am so sorry. Shout out. Two. Indeed, yeah, Pong could be fun, you know. Especially against another player, it's kind of fun times. Special? No. Yes. I never actually knew that. That the you know, you don't really go searching for a protagonist in these old games. Why can't I? I can't. What the? Well, let's first do this. Please, by all means, also go and check out Mystic Fjord, who
this guy is unfucking believable.
Through Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, which is a amazing game, and also doing some other Castlevania. Like in the time that I went through Bloodstained, Mystic here went through like 5 different Castlevanias. Yeah, Centipede, old classic. Yeah, it's still doing the ghosting. That's annoying. Oh well, it is what it is. Again, the Atari 2600 version. It's a bit basic, but you know, it gets the job done. Yeah, there's a lot of ghosting here. Yeah, Millipede is the sequel there, of course. Oh no. That's true. I have some excuse for the Bloodstained delays. I'm kind of distracted by the ghosting. I do not like that. Always give the excuses either to the controller or, you know, to some other technical thing. Never blame your own skills. Especially if they suck as well, as bad as mine. Oh, he ate me. He ate me.
You're the best player ever.
I am not the best player ever. I mean, that would mean disaster. Let me see if I can prevent that ghosting a bit, because that's annoying the hell out of me. Oh dear. Not sure if you hear something on the background, but someone is having a bad mood. Oh, that makes it worse. Ugh. Ugh. Is he up? Great to have you. Welcome, welcome. Great to have you. That makes it also worse. Well, I suppose we just have to settle with some ghosting. It's unfortunate. Not much to do about it. Let's give it another go here. Yeah, not sure what's causing that. Don't remember that being a thing. Yeah, the old chip emotes, although, you know, before long they just as well. A substitute for Dobby, I suppose. Oh no, I am Shredder, he also had the Dogo emotes. I am so sorry. I cannot see like the emotes as we are Oh, that's awesome. That's true, yeah, most people won't know who Chip was. But those who know, they know. Yes! This is Centipede. On the 2600, which is a fine port of the game. Like Asteroids, this one I actually kind of like for the system, for sure. Not that I'm great at it, but, you know, it's sad, but, you know. Who needs skill if you can just have fun, right? I like Asteroids, but it's just not the 2600 version. It's a bit too basic. Whoa! don't remember them doing that. Yeah, it's kind of like Asteroids. It's kinda a bit of a influence for stuff to come, like Geometry Wars and such, right? Like the more hectic shooters we know and love nowadays. Oh, and this is so much better as well as that stupid game on the CDI we recently played as well, where they made Centipede. What was the name? Bug Hunt, I think. That was just terrible. All great games. Yeah, I love Hero. I love River Raid. Is just an awesome game in general. Such a fun game. But a good port on the 2600 as well. Keystone Papers I don't have that much experience with. Yeah, I was afraid of that. What was that? Oh, it's Grizo. Of course it's Grizo. It's always Grizo. Whenever something goes wrong, it's something that Grizo is doing. Does the Atari 2600 have a version of Beam Rider as well? Hey there, buddy! How are you? I can't see. Because Beam Rider is another one of those older games that I just really enjoy. Please don't come to back, you mean? Good tip. Good tip. Play the lower dots. I can't see anything that's going on the right side of the screen right now. Oh no! Oh, welcome, Millennium. Great to have you. Am I, just a moment. Yeah, okay, Millennium Falker. My TSS was making something very inappropriate of that. I was like, what? Welcome to the stream. Great to have you, man. Thank you. Oh, no. See the right side, please, oh. Oh, of course I die on the left side. So, you know, there goes my excuse. Ooh. How is your weekend been, Millennial? Hope you are doing great. Just sitting here at home playing some Atari. So you know we're doing pretty well here. Another extra life. We needed that because that was almost out. Millipede is probably the better game because you know. Just a bit more advanced, there's a bit more things going on. Still, this is a good port. When it comes to Atari 2600, of course. Oh, yeah, I was saying, why can't I go all the way there? And of course this is the easiest difficulty, so you know that also helps me here. I think in other modes your attacks alternate, like now my shots are also going where I go. I think in other modes it just goes up from the point where you press up, which makes it a bit more difficult to lead shots. And another extra life. Just another extra life. slow weekends can be nice at times. You know, just take it a bit easy. I'm not sure how I survived that. Seems like I clipped all the way through there. But let's not complain about a little luck. I like the Evercade, but this is the special system. It's basically just a big emulation box, isn't it? I just like collecting stuff, and that's basically my reasoning for it. Is it worth getting? I don't think so, really. I mean, it is nice to get another official release of these kind of games. I will say that. That's always great. But there's nothing in here that you can't get from just your own kind of emulation station setup. It's just convenience, and as I say, I just love collecting boxes as such. I just like a nice row of similar boxes. I don't know, I'm crazy like that. Which is also, of course, to my detriment, because now that I had started, it's hard to give up on it. No one likes a hole in the collection, so I have some cartridges now where I'm like, yeah, I don't really care much for the games, but I can't go from 13 to 15 and have that 14 not there, you know. And it seems like Evercade is also going to, you know, now they are starting to go with some, what's the word? Oh no, Grizo, I can't see anything now. Yeah, but I do love that they do some physical releases for indie games, but it looks like they have just announced a indie game where they also have a special edition version of that, and then, you know, you're starting to see that the money is getting the priority now, which it's not surprising. I mean, Blaze is a commercial company after all. But it's annoying to see them doing that. Also, it's very clear the further you go up in the cartridges, the less games are on each cartridge. Like this one has 20 games. And there's literally cards with just 2 or even 1 game. Now, the less games on there, the higher the quality in general. It's, you know, it's always a bit debatable, of course. Like there's a full Worms collection. Like, do we really care that much about Worms? And would you really need 3 different Worms games? Like Worms Armageddon, just give me that and that's enough, you know? Yeah, so this was Centipede. That's a fun game. And a great conversion. Now we go to a game that I never had a good relationship with, and that's Crystal Castle. Always never liked Crystal Castle. Never found a version that I loved. Yeah, and the EXP is also interesting because it has some Capcom exclusives. I was hoping that, you know, maybe down the line there would be a cartridge for it. I'm not much of a handheld gamer, so, you know, I don't really see myself picking up the EXP anytime soon, because playing with multiple players is also a bit harder on that one. But yeah, Crystal Castles, never been a fan. Badly Bear is trapped in the Crystal Castles. To get him out, he will need to collect all of the gems located throughout the castle. When Bentley collects all of the gems on the current castle, he will move on to the next, more difficult castle. Wandering throughout the castles are a wide variety of dangerous creatures, which Bentley should avoid. from time to time, a magic hat will appear. If Bentley collects the hat, he will be temporarily invisible to the castle's inhabitants. Use the select level button to choose your starting level 1 to 8. It's the perspective of this game. It's isometric, and Bentley just moves way too fast if I remember correctly. I think in the arcade this was originally played with a trackball, and those things tend to always, especially the earlier ones, just translate really bad to home ports. Oh yeah, for the 2600 version, the collision detection, again with the ghosting, man, like the pellets, picking them up is already kind of hard. At least they are not that fast. Oh no! Go up the freaking ladder, man. It's a ladder, right? Oh man. It does not feel great, this. And I still managed to die. Yeah, kind of an isometric Pac-Man, I suppose. In the original, like, the levels were kind of interesting. It looked just so different compared to most games at the times, and that doesn't really come across well in the 2600 version as well. But it's kind of like an isometric Pac-Man kind of game. It's just like it controls pretty not nice. Pretty not nice? Is that language you can use, Seb? It shouldn't be. Go off the thing! Is this the head thing? Okay, so I can't kill them. They still kill me, okay. I thought I was invincible for a bit, but clearly I was not. Ah, man. It's so sensitive too. Go to level 3. Does it get much harder? What makes it harder? Oh, it's just a starting level, right? Oh, here's the head. Might be the first game where you get some equips on your character. For home consoles at least. I always love that in RPGs where you get a new piece of armor. What the hell is he doing? And you actually see that reflected in your character. Oh, we can jump. But why can I not go off of the ladder, man? Well, I always like that where your equipment actually is represented on your character that you're playing as. Just a little cool touch. It looks like a ladder, but I guess it's not. Aw, so close. He was waiting there. Yeah, how am I gonna get down there? Probably needed the head for that, didn't I? Because yeah, he just comes up there as soon as you... He just has to wait for us. Oh, okay, the ladder. Sweet Pea, thank you so much for following. Again, this stupid alert doesn't work, but as per usual, Stream Elements is just not having it with me lately. I don't know what... Oh, did not want to pick that up. But yeah, thank you so much for doing a follow. So the stairs seem to work when they are not on screen. Makes total sense to me. Okay, I'm getting a bit better at actually collecting the pellets, I suppose. Oh no, I was just too late. Up, 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 up. There we go. Look at that, first try. Crazy. I think this is only Atari. So what Evercade tends to do is make cartridges from one specific publisher at a time. So in this case, it's all Atari stuff. But on the other hand, I don't know where those licenses, like where Atlantis and Demon Attack, I think is Magic, isn't it? Where those lie exactly, I don't know. Might be that they are actually with Atari nowadays. So yeah, Crystal Castles, never been a fan. Probably never will be. But this, I don't know, in a way this is actually easier to play than the arcade version, I guess. The arcade version is even worse because it goes much faster. Because, you know, you kind of need a trackball for that one. Which you don't tend to have on these older systems. Desert Falcon, what was that? I think that's a shooter. Desert Falcon is an arcade-style isometric shoot-'em-up. Many of the Pharaoh's great treasures are lost throughout the desert, and your goal is to steal as many as you can to earn points. The game features a scrolling isometric point of view as you control your falcon through the various desert landscapes. The treasures you are after are guarded, of course. Many desert creatures, including vultures, warriors, flying fish, because you know that those are a staple of deserts, sphinxes and more, will all attempt to stop you from succeeding in your task. At the end of each level, you will need to face a large, howling sphinx before you can continue. Better not be giving us any riddles. Your falcon isn't completely unarmed, luckily, and has the ability to fire darts, which can be used to destroy your foes. You will occasionally come across some hieroglyphs in the sand. Several different power-ups can be gained by hopping over these. 3 of these hieroglyphs, you may become invincible, warp to the end of the level, earn extra points, create a decoy, or even get a bomb to destroy your enemies. To activate these powers, simply press the fire button twice quickly. That's awkward. The 2700 had 2 buttons, right? Pretty sure it had an A and a B button. Use the game select button to access the options, where you can select the difficulty. I have a 7800 somewhere with one of those, they almost look like an NES joypad. I don't remember this game too well. Let's see. Oh no, this is a 2600. I thought it was a 7800 game. Yeah, so that's where I went wrong. I thought this was a 7800 game. That makes sense. That makes sense. No, it actually has a menu and everything. That's it's kind of advanced for a 2600 game, isn't it? 1987, also kind of late for a 2600 game. Holy crap. I don't know what is what. Is that a hieroglyph? I think it is. Ooh. Yeah, what they tend. What they tend to do is like there's another Atari Collection, and they tend to, you know, do repeat games Then they have the Atari 7800 or 5200 version on there. There's also Atari Arcade compilation. I think also 2 of those, so then you get the arcade versions of this game. This is really hard. Let's it does look super impressive though for Atari 2600, like a symmetric shooter. Who would have guessed? Is Saxon a thing on the 2600? Another game that never gelled too well with me. I can barely see those enemies. They're just like shots, I guess. What's that? Points, maybe? Yeah, maybe. I can't imagine making a good part of Texan on the 2600, I suppose. So I'm not surprised, I'm not surprised. This also does some altitude, like I can also fly like this. Oh, here's the Sphinx. Not doing the riddles, luckily. Ah, man. Oh, you have to start all the way at the beginning, really? Oh no, not all the way. It didn't last long. Holy cow. It's kind of hard to dodge stuff. I guess if you just go back and forth, maybe you'll be okay. I don't know if I'm actually hurting the Sphinx though. Points are not going up. Dang. That's rough. Oh, and I got murdered by the floaty stick thing. I wonder, is it like 2 players simultaneously? Surely not. No, it's not. So it makes sense. Looks kind of interesting. I think I do know this on the 7800 version. Or do I? Because I think I was thinking that it was actually a vertical shooter, to be honest. This is 3 whole minutes. It is. That's the thing with these kind of games, isn't it? There's not a whole lot to them. So you're kind of done with them fairly quickly, unfortunately. But doesn't mean they can't be fun. Back then, they of course had much longer lasting appeal. But we're like almost halfway through the games here, so we still have a decent bit to go. Double Dunk. Another game I was thinking was a 7800 version. Basketball. Wow, 1989, even later. Holy cow. By that point, the NES was in full swing all over the place. Double Dunk is a simulation of 2-on-2 half-court basketball. Teams have 2 on-screen characters, a shorter outside man and a taller inside man. In a single-player game, the player controls the on-screen character closest to the ball, either the one hitting the ball, holding the ball on offense, or the one guarding the opponent with the ball on defense. In 2-player games, each player may control one of the 2 teams, as in a 1-player game, or both players may play in the same team against a computer-controlled opponent. That's fun. As one of the later releases on the platform, Double Dunk is one of the most sophisticated Atari 2600 games, sports games. While it is in its core a arcade take on the sport, there is a surprising amount of depth in the gameplay. Use the game select button to bring up the options screen, where you can set various rules and choose between the different single player and multiplayer modes. Alright, let's go! Funnily enough, these earlier sports games can sometimes be way more fun than the newer simulation stuff, just because they were so much more focused at delivering a fun arcade experience instead of, you know, that the whole simulation thing that I find gets boring pretty quick. Although this might be a bit too crude even for that. Defense off? What are we doing? Start thing. One player. Three-point shots. I mean, yeah, right. Fouls can even do fouls. It's kind of impressive. Which? Oh, I'm the green ones. Okay. You stole my ball. Turnover, that was fast. Yes, kind of basic. Not really sure what I'm doing, but it does look kind of impressive. Did I score? I scored. 2 points. Yeah, everything is just meshing in between each other. They even have some different skin tones going on. This game is pretty impressive. What it's doing. Like those sprites are also kind of complex for. I just forgot the ball. I just decided like I don't need that ball now. I had no clue. Where's the ball? Oh, he does. Just as I was going to nick it from him. One of my most favorite games for like the video pack was actually the baseball game. Was also very basic, but just good fun, I guess. Oh no, it's still going on. I think they only need to score one more point, which they just did. Game over. A technical marvel. Even has some music. I mean, it has a beat. Yeah. I mean, it's some music. It's rare. Like the only other game I really know is Pitfall 2. But that one is using a custom chip. This might also do that, by the way. I don't know. Maybe I should turn this off because that was at default. Ah, that's too far, man. No one is getting it in. Oh, I thought I had the ball, man. time I want to throw it. I don't know what the turnover is. Do you need to go to the outside? Is that what you said? Is that what you mean? Like if you steal the ball, you need to first go outside and then come in for an attack again? I'm not sure what my man was doing there.
I hunger.
Like it said that you are controlling the one close to the ball, but for some reason it would not give over control to the other. Alright, I need to move away again. Why? Why, game? Why do you need to make it so complicated? With the actual basketball rules. Oh man, you're destroying me. Yay, I got 2 points, yeah. Bloody hell. Did it again. Like I even wanted to just steal the ball, not even throw it. Oh, it's gone again. Don't you dare. I was moving out of the way. Clearly I have no clue what I'm doing. Okay, yeah. I think you actually don't steal by pressing the button. I think if you just pass through the player, you're stealing it. Ah, lucky shot. Yeah, so we found another thing that Seb really sucks at, and that's basketball. Which is pretty truthful, I suppose. I've never been good at basketball, this sport in general. Food fights. Now here's a fun game. I think the 7800 version is actually pretty good as well. Again, the arcade version is probably the better one. On the Discord I tried to do a little challenge on this one. So I actually played the arcade version fairly recently. If you have the chance to visit the Discord, by all means please do. It's much appreciated. And you know, it will just be fun to find more people in there. Oh, Grizo. That's also... Is it working on YouTube even? It is not. Why is it not working on YouTube? Oh well. Food fight. Hurry, hurry, stop right up. Earn your just desserts. Once there was a fellow named Charlie Chuck. More than anything, Charlie loved to eat. Who doesn't? So when he went to the carnival, he headed straight for the food fight contest. Delicious ice cream cones were on offer, but Charlie would have to get past an assortment of chefs to lay claim to his prize. Fortunately, there were piles of fruits, vegetables, and other foods laying around that Charlie could use to stop his foes. Unfortunately, the chefs had a similar idea. They say you should never play with your food, but in this case, it's the name of the game. Well, it says food fight, not food play, but okay. Food fight is a game for 1 or 2 players alternating. The goal is to grab the ice cream cone on each stage before the ice cream melts. But don't let the chefs get you. Run over a pile of food and pick them up. Lob it at your opponents and earn points. And clear a path to the core. To the cone, yeah. So this is a fun game. We are one player. And you eat the ice cream, and that's the end of the level. I think to really score high, you want to first take your time to murder some of the chefs. But we're not talking about that. There we go. This seems a bit easier than the arcade version. It moves a bit slower. I think the different chef hats also indicate they have like different patterns. Of course, I just boasted again about being slightly easier, which gets me murdered right away. Always. Classic Seb. That is true. The ice is melting all the freaking time. So you have to make a balance, like score points or end the level. But since points do give extra lives, it does offer a big advantage if you score a lot especially in the earlier levels, and get a bit of a head start there. Not sure if this version also does with extra life. Probably, right? And those chefs will chuck that stuff up at your face as well, which is no bueno. It's no fun. Yeah, I don't remember getting to these levels as easy on the arcade version, that is for sure. Of course! Seb says again that it's slightly easy. Oh, they went into the hole. Oh, I touched his head. We got melon on our face. All the melon. I don't think I even hit him. Can we get to the... yes. But now... no. No, get away! Oh, don't be greedy, Seb. Don't be greedy. Just go for this. Just go for the lovely ice cream. All the points. And we dead. I think that's the last life. Can't see because me ugly muck is in the way. But yeah, this is just a fine one. Is there a... let's try advanced. See what does. Well, let's just go nuts expert. See how much faster it goes. Oh, it doesn't really move faster. If anything, I move a bit slower. Are you coming in or out of the hole, man? There you go. Yeah, I think I move a bit slower. Which does, I guess, make it a bit harder. Wow, that hit detection is cruel. Like the slightest pixel overlap and you're done. I am so lucky that one dude decided to move out of the way. Ah, yeah, had to wait. Yeah, I think the game doesn't speed up, but you just slow down on a higher difficulty. I don't like it. But to be fair, this does feel more like the arcade version, where you also kind of move uncomfortably slow. But that's the challenge of it, isn't it? Man, all the misses. There we go. Yeah, now I move a bit faster again. That's so weird. But, of course, I walk straight into a banana. Yeah, fun game. I like this one. No, I did not want to do it again. I do want to refresh my my eyes slightly. Sorry, Frizo. But you're always... Oh, it's empty. That's why it's not working. Those things, they dry up in no time. Boxes and boxes full of tears. Yeah, Food Fight, definitely one of my favorite arcade games for sure. In those earlier arcade games, for sure, in any sense, just fun. You know, the concept is fun. Who doesn't like throwing some pies? And the execution is great. If you don't mind, guys, I need to make a quick pit stop and I will be right back because nature calls. So I will be right back. That means for those not subscribed that there will be a commercial on Twitch. I am sorry about that, but I figure, you know, as long as I'm not here, might as well pull that one up there so that new viewers won't have to endure one as well. So I will see you guys back in about 2 minutes. And yeah, till then. And we are back again. Sorry about that. For those who don't know, I have a neuro modulator in my body, and I think because of the busy week, I forgot to actually charge the bloody thing. And you know, beer also doesn't help, but whatever. You don't like beer, buddy? See? Not everything is for Grizo. And I think I promised at the beginning something else. Let's see if this works. Does it?
This guy is unbelievable.
This is the channel of Austin. Austin does amazing Let's Plays and also streams. A lot of streams of different games. He's a very big shoot 'em up fan, and he actually knows how to play them really well. Also, the Castlevania games, he just knows how to plow through them. Like not on a level as speedrunners do, but just on a, I'm now gonna sit down and just casually play through a Castlevania. Like if I want to play through Castlevania 1, I will need to practice that thing. But he just knows them really well. And he's just great to hang around with. So highly recommend Austin there. Anyway, we were about halfway through. We were going for Gravitar. What was Gravitar again? The evil being called Gravitar is attempting to destroy the universe. Who knows? With each galaxy it conquers, it leaves behind extreme gravitational forces, an explosive reactor, and deadly bunkers? What? Your mission is to stop Gravitar by taking back the 12 solar systems located in 4 galaxies that are under his control. Cats are absolutely, cats are the best indeed. They are so cute. Also, sometimes they are the worst. It kind of goes back and forth. Yeah, let's go for Gravitar. I don't remember this one too well. Shouldn't be too hard. Figure things out. Is this like a kind of asteroid things as well? 1983. Oh. Well, that went well. Okay. Right. Oh no! Oh, it went off twice. Holy cow! Well, if the Grizo calls, we need to oblige. We need to oblige. These are good for your teeth, Grizo. It's coming, jeez! Really much? What the heck? Yeah, Gravitar feels like a asteroid clone with some gravity elements. I think what happened is Ben initiated on 2 platforms at once, and then the command just went nuts. It's like, oh, okay, I need to do the command, and then didn't really, what do you say, it didn't really register yet, and then it went with another one, so it just came through twice, I guess. So there was a double roar from Grizo, which is from Sinistar, for those who don't recognize it. Felt it fitting, because that's a such an iconic game as well, of course, in the arcades with I Hunger, and of course the obvious roar, which is an actual lion. They recorded for that line, because the guy doing the voice couldn't do a roar. I've got cat hair everywhere, man. I mean, I know I don't have much of myself, but you don't have to give it. It's good? It's okay? You can thank the people. They're over there. Yeah. All right. Let's see. See if we are already dead. Of course we are dead. We got left to our devices there. Because priority calls and all that. So, yeah, it seems like that sun is actually pulling us in. It's kind of neat. And then it has the UFOs from asteroids. Oh. Ah, man. We could not survive the showdown. There we go. Oh, you also have a shield. By pressing down, you have a little shield. At least I think it's a shield. This is pretty cool. I like this. This is a step up from the asteroids we were playing before. Can I please hit? Ah, come on, kamikaze action, you know? Should at least get the kill. Oh, get out of there! Nope. This ship is just stronger as mine. For sure, space was a very, very popular theme. We did come kind of, you know, off the back of the science fiction boom, as it were, like 50s and 60s. So it kind of makes sense. Never really got away, luckily, because, you know, I do love me some science fiction as well. Why is that beeping? Why is that beeping? I keep flying into it. Do we actually need to do something with those planets? Oh! Oh, that's, okay. Look at me, not showing off half the game. Please, so it's empty. Oh, go up. Go. I hope there's nothing in the right side there because I can't see it. No. Okay. Just need to dump a shot right in the middle there. See? That's what we wanted to do. And we go away. Yeah, we did it. Okay, cool. Get rid of you. I hope. one is in a hard spot. The purple dots. Do we need to collect those? Maybe, yeah. Let's try it. Let's see. Ah, man. Shit, first kill this dude. Oh no! Don't you just love these kind of momentum games? Especially when they go wrong. Hi, Friso. Yeah, you're not helping right now, buddy. I can't see. Oh, wait. Oh, this is what I have to deal with. I'm almost there. No, you can't seem to collect it. Can't shoot it. Oh, Friso. Ah, dang it. I can't blame Griso for that one either. Let's see if we can... Oh, I got hit? But the bullet went miles away. Yeah, fun little game, this one. Don't remember this one at all, but it's actually kind of cool. There's some more things going on for it for a 2600 game. Most of them, especially like 1983, most of the games then were just one screen affairs. Of course, you had, you know, exemptions from that rule, like E.T. So not all were great. Although I will say, you know, E.T. gets a lot of bad press. It's really not the worst game on the system, is it? Missile Command, also a game I never really got. I get super nervous from Missile Command. Cool cover art as per usual. The peaceful Zendonians are under attack from the wicked Cretolians, that's the word, who are launching interplanetary ballistic missiles that threaten to wipe out the planet Zardon once and for all. It's up to you to take control of Zardon's defense system and knock those missiles out of the sky before they can harm the peaceful citizens. Choose your targets wisely and aim carefully, because the consequences of failure are truly unthinkable. Missile Command is one of the Atari's most popular titles, and this Atari 2600 version was a staple at most people's collections. Yeah, not in mine. I also get super nervous from Missile Command, and yeah, I agree to see. This game does require a trackball. The arcade version had a trackball. It just doesn't work as well without one. I suppose a mouse could do it decently, although that would make it a bit too easy. But I don't know. I always get super nervous from this stuff, and there is, in this game in particular, it just is so harsh that there is no real win state. You know, you have to survive this long, but there is no. You will always end up by just not making it. That is just the end. Holding out as long as you can, and that is just stress-inducing. Yeah, so far so good, but it ramps up quickly. Although, on the easiest difficulty, I don't know. Oh, that was way. Go. Things are also always so deceptive. Like, it starts out easy and then all of a sudden you just mess up once and it becomes just hard to recover. It is a decent port of the game, though. I will give it that. Like, it's undeniably Missile Command. I agree. I like Atlantis more as well. Although this game also makes me nervous. But I do prefer it. But I think Missile Command came first. Like Atlantis pretty much. Not entirely sure though, but I'm pretty sure Missile Command came first. And then Atlantis was like a kind of an evolution of that. That is true. Oh, was our first base. Does this game also... If you get a full clear without getting hit once, or letting one through at once, do you get a base back, or is that only in Atlantis? No, it's a Missile Command. Nice. Oh, I never even knew there was a Missile Command on the 3DO. I'll need to check that out. That sounds kind of cool. What is it called? Just Missile Command or a different name? Oh, this is going to be bad. Yeah, that's fast. Oh, I get it back right away? Weird. I so need to dive back into me video. Oh no. Well, this is the start of the end, I think. Of the video library a bit and just explore that a bit more. I love the 3DO. You know, of course, CDI guy says that. Oh, Atari Jaguar. Yeah, the Atari Jaguar I barely have any experience with. Kind of funny, 3DO actually has a... Well, I want to say a couple, probably a couple, but I know one good example. Missile Command 3D, I'll need to check that out. Makes sense as it's only a Jaguar being an Atari game and all. Oh no! Yes, Tempest 2000 is pretty good. Yeah, we're done. We are done. There's no more. See how fast this can go south. Oh well. But yeah, I know of one game on the 3DO that's actually better than its PlayStation port, believe it or not. We're still alive? How? How did we get a base back? That is... whatever. Oh, he got our main base? No problem? No problem, I guess. Whatever. Oh no! Well, that is the end for sure. Right. Yes. But yeah, that is the shooter Shockwave on the video, which for some odd, stupid reason, the PlayStation version just can't handle the sky. I don't know why, but it's such a weird thing. So that game actually looks a lot better on the 3DO, which is so weird. But yeah, Missile Command, decent port, just not a game I enjoy. So Motorcycle. So yeah, let's do some racing games. Oh boy! Rev her up and let her rip. The winner's circle awaits in Motorcycle, a fast and frenzied motorcycle racing game. Race through 4 different tracks as quickly as possible while maximizing your score. Work the gear shift like a pro and keep your eyes on the road. Because these bikes have no brakes. Oh. I hate braking, so that's okay. Hit ramps at high speeds to launch yourself into the air, but watch where you're landing. Beat the clock and the other races to rack up the points and prove you're the wildest of them all. Sounds straightforward. Oh, jump is an actual button, huh? Accelerate and jump. I'm sorry, I need to... I think one of Grizo's hairs just got into my eye or something. I don't know. Listen to that lovely 7800 music. Oh yeah, I have no clue with Nuon. I never played anything on it, but I have heard of it. It has Tempest 3000, that is so wild, so bizarre that they put that on there. Like, it's also not a Steam version or something, or just a digital PC version in general. Yeah, I only heard of it, but never actually seen it in action myself. Let's go to the square, that looks safe. Look at the chunky graphics. Oh! Pole position, this is not. There we go. And that's the jump. Yeah, that's the jump, alright. Holy cow. My man can jump high with that cycle. Oh, the cones make you slightly jump, I guess. It's that time. 2. Do you have gears? Oh yes, low and high. Yeah, okay. I was looking at the HUD, man. Don't really see a point to the jumping yet. And I don't know how to best take those corners yet. It was just a panic press. Yeah, that seems wise. Don't look at the HUD, just keep fixed on the road. Yeah, I think shifting to the low gear is the safest, but that might lose us too much speed. I don't know. There's no brake button. No, wrong button. I mean, it's decent, but what did it say? This was released in 1990? I mean, by then the Genesis and stuff was out. So I could kind of see that this didn't do a whole lot. Beats Video Speedway on CDI, that's for sure. I mean, it's not very hard, but every small thing counts, I suppose. But yeah, this is not very exciting racing game, especially at the. When did Mario Kart come out? Ah. There's a score challenge game as well, which is I guess let's try to. Going for 4 is probably a bit too big of an ask. So are we in Utah here? Maybe? Yeah, now I don't need to brake. Oh, there you definitely do. And no music at all, but yeah, not a strong point of the 7800. If it even has any strong point. I think graphically it has a few things it can actually do better than the NES. I don't remember exactly what. Maybe it is just the amount of colors it can display at a time. Yes, this is a 7800. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is 7800 game, this one. This would never work on a 2600. But again, this is from 1990, you know. The NES was almost dead by this time. Well, that is a bit an overestimation, but like if you put this next to a Red Racer, it holds little relevance. It doesn't hold a candle. Oh, that was close. So don't bump into the bikes, because that's instant explosion times. Relevance. Oh man. That explosion is something else though. Of course Sega had Hang On and Super Hang On by this time, which this is a bit of a step down from that. Oh wow. No, I think the other bikes are just points, just to make. I think at the end it gave us a bonus for every bike passed. Well, that didn't last long at all. I suck again. Yeah, bikes passed. We only passed 11. Basic game. I mean, it works for what it is, but 1990, man, this did not. Yeah, you didn't have a chance with stuff like this anymore. It's not surprising that the thing wasn't a success, the 7800. Unfortunately, Night Driver. Oh, speaking about racing games. Holy crap, going back. Race the Midnight Roads in Night Driver, a challenging action racing game. Action, huh? The goal is to score many points as possible while racing through one of 4 different tracks. Points are scored by passing checkpoints located throughout the track. If your car crashes into the sides of the road, oncoming cars, or any other obstacles, you will lose all of your speed and a lot of time. You can choose from 4 tracks: Beginner, Pro, Expert, and a special random track that is different every time. That is kind of cool at that time for sure. You know, procedural generated stuff. The key to winning is in knowing when to accelerate and when to slow down in order to avoid a crash. It takes a steady hand and a keen sense to rack up a high score in this tough test of driving skills. I think this was also a arcade version first. Yeah, Atari was... Holy crap, this is going fast. Hey there, Margot. Good to see you. Good to have you. Welcome, welcome. I hope you are well. The ghosting is going to drive me nuts here again. Yeah, the driving is... Oh no! The ghosting is driving me nuts, I guess. Like the size of the roads are just... Like almost... Holy crap, this does not control nice at all. If you let go of the accelerate button, it just immediately stands still. I don't know why there is ghosting, Ben. It's Oh, Margot, you had a... Oh crap, you had a 2600 at home? I grew up with the video pack or the Odyssey too, so we missed out on the 2600, so my nostalgia for it is a bit limited. Ben, yeah, I thought it would have to do with interlacing, but I tried different modes and it just became worse and worse. Yeah, I can see this playing much better with the pedal than a controller. And this is one of the worst ghosting we have had so far. It's so weird. I can try actually. Like the arcade cabinet has kind of a graphic of your card like put on there, but it's so much smoother than this. I don't know, I think for the 2600 pole position is probably your better bet still. Oh, let me see if I don't know if I should dare doing this. I do like the aesthetic of the night times. Let's see if I set the video cards interlacing or de-interlacing to high motion. Does that work? Not really. The original Pitfall is an absolute classic. No, that doesn't work either. Yeah, I don't know where that ghosting is coming from. It's so annoying. Should be from interlacing, but the interlacing is disabled. If I put it on retro, it doesn't look better. Night Fight. I don't know if I know that one actually on the video pack. We really need to go through the video pack collection at some point as well, because That's some fun times. Let's see if we can do the sorry, Griso. Or oh wait. 4 should be the dang it. The random one, right? Let's try that. Oh wow. Yeah, and I'm not sure how the Atari 2600 works, but in the video pack you only have like a set of like sprites, for lack of a better word, that you can use. So every game is basically the same sprites all of the time. There are a few exceptions though, from third-party developers. Like Parker Bros made some amazing games for the system. Like Frogger and Popeye are on there from Parker Brothers. And they are super, oh no, impressive. Oh, there comes the Space Invaders from Margot. What were your favorite games for the system, Margot? I mean, it could actually work, maybe. Where's the display settings? Normally I hate scan lines. No, it doesn't do more a lot. Oh man, the Vectrex is such a nice system. That thing is one of the systems that that tends to hold out so well. It just, I don't know, man. It aged like fine wine, and that is due to the vector graphics, like these blocky things. Oh boy, Ninja Golf. Ninja Golf is one of those big meme games here. For 10 years you've trained to be a ninja. Your master tells you that it's time to take the final, most difficult test. You must complete the game of death. You must play 9 holes of Ninja Golf. You knew your master was a bit eccentric, but nothing prepared you for this. Sneak in a birdie between deadly kicks while you battle enemy ninjas and deadly creatures. Par for the course means leaving the green littered with fallen foes. Oh boy, don't they all wish that. Play a mean game of golf and defeating the enemies to rack up points. Find bonus items along the course to give yourself an edge. Once you've battled your way through the green, you have to fend off a dragon before you can spin off. Breakout was a fun game. Though, you know, Breakout is another one of those games where you really want the pedal controller. It's no good with the joystick thingy. But it's a fun time. Of course, then Arkanoid came along and Breakout became a bit eh. And Miss Pac-Man is also good. Like, of the Pac-Man games, Miss Pac-Man is probably my favorite. Although I don't like Pac-Mans in general. I hate being chased, so Pac-Man just tends to give me anxiety all over the freaking place. Hey there, Phil. Great to see you. How are you? Great to have you on this fine Sunday. Griso is very much here. He wants maybe Griso is so hungry he could eat an Octorok. Probably. Probably. So let's play some ninja golf. I mean, usually when you see those guys on the green, they act like they are right about to murder someone if they just missed the hole for the third time in a row. I didn't do anything yet. Yeah, this is such a weird game, and it's such a meme nowadays that someone figured, you know, this is the perfect combination for a game. How do I actually start? Oh, there we go. After many learning, oh, it's the exact same thing that we already had. Yeah, this is one of the better games for the 7800 for sure. So now we just go and... How do I... Oh, jump is A, okay. Oh, get rid of the frog. This is such a weird concept. That is true, Maureen. Ninja Country Clubs, yeah. This is such like, it's such a weird idea. Like, what do we should make a golf game. Yeah, let's add ninjas. Everyone loves ninjas. Oh, that's how you actually move. I did not even notice. Oh. I think at the end you actually fight a dragon. It's so crazy. Wow, I'm not hitting the par, that's for sure. I can unironically enjoy some of the golf games, like what's a good example? Like NES Open was a really fun little, kind of the first Super Mario Golf, I suppose. Not as nuts yet, more, you know, against a towards a simulation of a golf game, but very accessible, very fun, very pleasing on the presentation and all that. Maybe I should just jump over the frogs. CDI has a couple of golf games, weirdly enough. But yeah, the Palms... Not sure what that was. The Palm Spring Open is actually a really good looking golf game, and it's actually not a bad golf game in and of itself. Like the Palm Spring Open game can be very difficult, but it's so rewarding once you feel like how to make, because the game just does not give any assists. Like nowadays you see all the lines and the things and you just have to press a button and you will hit a par. On the CDI game, not the case. You have to figure everything out yourself, and once you get that, it's a super rewarding thing. Why are the two Griso bars? Ben, I think you broke the system by initiating the roar twice. Now the thing is just doing it twice. Oh boy. Oh well, it is what it is. The kid is going to get fed twice. And yeah, that CDI game just looks pretty nice. Alright, let's... Yes, he does have double the hunger, I guess. Oh, we dead. Oh, your life does not refill at the stage to start? That's unfortunate. Oh, my man cannot do a flying kick, apparently. For Marvin, everyone is pitiful. Oh wow, they really come in full force now. Holy cow. Almost dead again. Guess we got to the next screen here. Yeah, we could go on the green there. Oh yeah, like a good 80s movies indeed. Wow, that health barely gives you anything. What? Of course there's snakes in the bunker. Okay, low kick for the snakes, I guess. Not stereotypical at all with music. What the hell is that? Yeah, it's a bit weird. I can imagine that they had so much fun just making this game. This is kind of like the stage from Shinobi almost, you know, from the back. Bonus stage. Fortunately, no other kind of end boss. I don't know, Ben. It does make it more exciting, right? It does make it more exciting, doesn't it? TC up. What's the question mark for? Did I miss something? If I did, sorry. Yeah. I can't seem to go over the water, so let's just go over here, I suppose. Oh, okay, yeah, you can do exclamation mark commands. That should work. Why did I stop here? Sometimes he just whips his throw, I guess. And then there's a Google Doc that has all the things. It's also on the panels on Twitch. I still need to add so many things, but you know, all in good time. Not sure if it's command or commands. Oh, dang. Yeah, and I still need to figure out how to get most of them over on YouTube as well. I've been kind of neglecting the YouTube side of things. Like I'm using StreamerBot and I know there is a big update coming on. So I'm kind of been procrastinating in fixing everything up because I just know once they update that stuff, everything's going to break because it always does. Like, you know, why bother fixing stuff now if I can just wait a bit longer and then do it all in one go. Are we underwater? Yes, there we go. Fighting some sharks, as you do. Yeah, it's kind of a lost opportunity. Kind of a lost opportunity to have not the Jaws tune there. God dang. It is good to know that people are watching on YouTube as well, so I can, you know, do these together, of course, you get the death march. What could be up is that I might just not have the thing enabled on YouTube. Where are the YouTube things? Oh no, they are there. Commands, yeah, with an S at the end. That should do it, I think. And then you get to the. I wanted to get another game, but I don't have to because they're all in the palm of my hand. The future is here. That was Ninja Golf. Okay. Last row. Cool, cool, cool. Making some nice progress here. Steeplechase? I don't remember this one at all. I mean, I played them at some point, but Steeplechase is a split-screen horse racing game. Oh yeah, I remember this one. The object is to be the first player to advance your horse to the right side of the screen. You approach hurdles of different sizes that you will have to jump and clear to stay ahead. If you hit a hurdle, you lose some ground as your horse gets back on its hooves. Up to 4 players can play at once. Each player should press the jump button to join at the start of the race. Any horse that's not controlled by a player will be taken over by the computer. May the best racer win. Yeah, I remember this one controlling pretty poorly. Well, I just could not figure out how to make it work. Let's start. Okay, I think I'm the yellow one. Oh my goodness. Ah, there we go. Yeah, Britain has a big culture about horse racing, doesn't it? Still to this day. I've done some horse riding in my youth. Through school was kind of cool. I got the chance. Like in the Netherlands, all students get swimming lessons. Yeah, I don't know how to. Oh, there we go. Maybe. Oh, that's for sure. The legs, those legs are. This horse will be crippled at the end. I think I need to press up as I land. I think that's how it works. But yeah, all students go swimming here in lower education, and at my school every year there were a few kids who got to do horse riding instead. So you know, I got that. I was one of the lucky few, which was really cool. This does mean that I don't actually have my second swimming diploma. Not sure how international swimming diplomas are actually. Here you have A, B, C. I only got my A, but I know how to swim perfectly well. Did I actually win? Yeah, it's weird. How did I win? Let's go for level 3, I guess. Yeah, this is like computer is now much faster. So I had a horse called Asterix, and he was awesome. Yeah, I did not win. Wow, I took 3 minutes in the previous round and it's just 1/3 of the time now. Another game Seb has found that he is terrible at. Awesome! But you know, it's, I guess with different friends it might be fun. I don't have friends, so you know, it's a luxury I will never encounter. Kind of like Drag Race, I suppose. Although Drag Race makes more sense with the shifting. But you know, Drag Race is no fun because you could never beat the genius that is Todd Rogers, now can ya? Let's go for some Sword Quest, which was it was intended as a 4-game pack, wasn't it? Or not a pack, but you got Earth World. All the elements had one game, and they were through a magazine that you got them, I think. And it was a giant prize money promised to the person who got through them all, I think. But I believe only 2 ever got released, like Earth. Was it Fire that got released or Wind? One of those, I think. And then Waterworld was a prototype which you can play now. Maybe the info actually says it's Sword Quest Earthworld is an action-adventure game where you need to solve mysteries in pursuit of the legendary Sword of Ultimate Sorcery. You explore 12 rooms named after the signs of the zodiac, each with its own trials and tests you have to complete in order to locate special items. You often need certain magical objects to help you uncover those challenges. Overcome, should say. Such as using a lamp to illuminate the charging horns in the dark chamber of Taurus. Every so often you might see numbers flash at you after completing tasks. Well, welcome back, Mystic. Welcome back. Hope you are doing well. Hope your task went well. The sets of numbers refer to pages in the comic book that were included with the original release of Sword Quest Earthworld and were used for the special contest. Well, the contest ended a very long time ago. Sword Quest Earthworld remains an enjoyable, if somewhat mysterious game, all on its own. Figuring out which combinations of items you need to carry into each room in order to reveal all of its secrets is a test of wits and endurance. Enjoy the greatest of champions. Only the greatest of champions are able to claim the sword of their own. This is kind of like a very early idea of the augmented reality challenges that we see nowadays, isn't it? Where you had to reference parts in the real world to get further into the game world, and vice versa. Yeah, I know they were planning on 4. I think only 2 got released. And Earth was the first one. I think Waterworld was one that was not released but is in a prototype version. So you can play that. Yeah, that's kind of a cool effect, isn't it? Oh, can't go there. Let's see if we can find some of the mini games. Because each of the items that you need to collect, they are all, you know, behind some mini games, which can be kind of fun. They're all mostly inspired by other such games, you know. It's like a Space Invader kind of game. How do I actually get to the freaking games? Up? No. Where's my games at? Oh, that's the item screen. Don't need that. Can I only go up and down? I thought you could also go to the left and right. 16.4. Remember, guys, fill it in for your 1 million bucks. Wasn't 1 million bucks, was something else. I forgot. actually get to the freaking minigames. What? Ah, okay. So Fireworld was the second one that got released. Oh wow, this is so stiff. Why is this so... I don't know what I need to do with all this crap. I can't go into the side rooms. I know there's mini games in here. Just don't know how to grab them. That's annoying. Like the side rooms, they don't go anywhere. I can't go in. I can't. Let me in. Man, I want to shoot some stuff or avoid some stuff. Yeah, this is so weird. Anything else I can do? No, that's just reset. Awesome. Oh, I got a different item this time around. Is that kind of random? Oh crap. Oh no, it's the same now. Yeah, as I say, this was really much intended as a ARG is what they're called, right? Augmented reality game. Which is fun, you know, at the time, but nowadays it holds less value, I guess. Tempest. Oh boy, Tempest is an awesome series, but the 2600 version is rough. Your arcade hit shooter Tempest comes home to the Atari 2600. Well, sort of. Atari 2600 Tempest was a prototype that never saw release back in the day for a variety of reasons. Yeah, because it sucks. It was finally made available in 2005, allowing players the chance to get their first glimpse at how Atari planned to bring the rather advanced arcade game to the console. While the arcade's sharp vector-based graphics couldn't be reproduced on the Atari 2600, the basic gameplay is similar. Each stage consists of a tunnel of sorts, and you can move your ship around its mouth. Enemies crawl up from the depths, and you need to blast them away before they reach you. Once per stage, you can use your Super Zapper to clear away all of the enemies on screen. Use the game select button to adjust the difficulty and your starting number of lives. Okay, while this version lacks the style and some of the gameplay complexity of the arcade version, it's a fascinating piece of history and a unique shooter in the console's lineup. Now that is true. I mean, I always enjoy when they do release prototype versions, but it's pretty clear why this one did not work, and it got canned. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this mess. I mean, it kind of works, but like Aquaventure, I don't know why they cancelled Aquaventure. That game was awesome. How did I catch that bullet? But it's very clear where they made this and they were like, yeah, maybe we should not release this. Do we have other licenses laying around? Well, we could make something with the ET, I guess. That is for sure, TSE up. Some games do. How am I getting hit? Like the bullet was nowhere near me, and I got murdered. But yeah, Tempest, awesome, awesome series. Tempest 2000, amazing game. Oh boy. Now the screen is all gone all mad. And once it screws up good. There you go, buddy. Now will the bar multiply and show us 4 bars later? That is the question. Oh, Griezer doesn't do delighted meows, Marvin. Griezer does not do delighted meows. Oh yeah, sorry about it. You are in wake for sure. That is so loud, especially when it goes twice. Oh, he loves the streams though. Yeah. Every night he's like laying right here, but especially during stream nights he's just so much eager here. Ben, always great to have you. Have a good dinner, man. And we will see you later on. Let me just drop you a shout out as well here. Ben is currently playing through some Monster Boy, which is a fun game, fun series as a whole. I've been eyeing that game for a while. Looks really fun, and you know, it's kind of fun to
is unfucking believable
to see Ben struggle with the tougher sections of the game. Because Ben tends to be way better at games than I am. Yeah, Monster Boy in the Cursed Kingdom. Yeah, that game starts out so, like, easy looking, but it ramps up quite quickly, which the Monster Boy games do tend to do, I guess. What time are we living at? Oh. Mystic, you have oh, the scrolling of the shoutout is a bit fast. Yeah, sorry, not a whole lot. Yeah, I can make it slower, I guess. I will look into that. See what I can do. Ben also has just a lot of text in there, which you know is it's typical Ben. I didn't even know that there was a TurboGrafx 16 CD version of Monster Boy. That would be interesting. I'm most familiar with in Monsterland, I suppose, which is rather fun. And this one is very much like that, also with different transformations and such. But yeah, just a fun series in general. Let's see. And yeah, Ben also does have a YouTube account which he's starting to upload more on, which is cool to see. He's been out of the loop for a while. Yeah, let's screw this game. That's not a great Tempest. I will be looking forward to Atari Arcade cartridge, where there is I think the Atari Arcade cartridge has Tempest, like the original, which is so much better than this. Oh man. Video pinball. Blech. Also not the greatest thing out there, but again, this is probably because I got so late into the 2600. It's just hard to get back to these ones. Oh, Millennium. Our weather is pretty cold actually, like for summer. Like you see all these news items where it's like heat wave here, heat wave there. And it's freaking cold here, man. It's like 15 degrees today. But luckily we don't have any storms, so we are spared those at least. But for summer it's not great. A lot of people, a lot of folks are last minute booking tickets out of the country right now to get some sun in this summer. It's so weird, you know. The Netherlands either does really wet or really humid, hot, nasty, and never something nice in between. Like the weird gods are doing it out of spite or something. Oh, it's the same temperature for you, Mystic. 14 to 19 degrees. That's also kind of cold for California, isn't it? For this time of year. It should be a bit warmer there, I think. And yeah, Belgium rain. Yeah, same I guess as here mostly. It's so weird. Like every day the news is full of like stuff burning down because of the heat, and nothing of that is here. And I am so sensitive. I'm so sensitive to cold nowadays, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to each summer now. I used to hate summers, like everything above 20 I would loathe. But now everything below 18 degrees, I get cold. So I'm glad I'm sitting here in my underneath my video lamp at the moment. Anyway, video pinball is a pinball simulation for 1 or 2 players. You begin the game with 3 balls and need to score as many points as possible by hitting the various bumper spinners and rollovers on the table. An extra ball can be earned by hitting the Atari logo 4 times in a row. Launch a ball by pressing down to pull back the spring. Then press the button to start the action. Press left or right to activate each flipper independently. Or press deactivate both to activate both at the same time. Which normally with pinball is not the best way to go about it, but eh. Hold the button and press in any direction to nudge the ball during play. Oh, you're nudging the ball, not the table. That's kind of funny. But be careful you don't tilt. I mean, it's kind of the same thing, but you know, the perspective is just a bit off. Oh yeah, the Texans are coming over for a bit of finding some refreshments in your shades now, do they? I can imagine. Texas is of course in the south there, landlocked. No sea nearby to cool the things down a bit. So it must be quite hot there. Yeah, this is our pinball. Now I will say that this pinball is a bit better than the Odyssey 2 one. But it's not saying much. Again with the ghosting. Oh, that went fast. Yeah, well, as been said, this on CRT TVs this might look indeed a bit better. I don't know. Riveting pinball. I think the first arcade pinball game I played was Pinbot on the NES. I think I said that last week during our little pinball session on the CDI. It's not getting stuck, is it? Oh. So I do like some pinball games. This I don't enjoy as much. Like, look at it. It hasn't touched the flippers in forever. Of course, then it just goes away. Awesome. Oh yeah, and up is both at once. Well, that was that. What's No, you can't actually change the layout. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I love the MS-DOS pinballs, the dreams, the fantasies, the illusions. Oh, there was only one ball challenge. Okay, or was it? Oh no, it's player 2. Okay, that makes sense. I guess that's 4 players then. One more try. Oh, 200 points from the Atari thing. For my right flip, I keep wanting to press the action button, but that does not work. Man, really? Oh man. The ball physics, again, this is a much better pinball for what it's worth than the Odyssey 2. The Odyssey 2 version is really kind of meh. The ball physics are just crap there. And the layout is even worse, if you can believe it, more barren. But the ghosting on the ball is not helping anyone. Yeah, the hitboxes aren't great. It does feel like it's going through your flipper occasionally, which is never a good sign. And it just feels like so luck-based this, like sometimes you just have 3 minutes where it doesn't even come close to your flippers. And then it just keeps getting back in and out of there. I'm sure. Can you actually tilt it? Oh, of course. Of course it goes in there. What would a pinball table be without a side pocket? Oh wait, there's one more game, right? Like the ball barely fits in there, but we'll find a way to make it fit. Yeah, there's one more game. Oh, look at here, Yours Return. Wait, why would you put in Yours Return and not Yours Revenge? That's an odd choice. Must be in the second one. Yeah, Yours Revenge is much better. Created in 2005 as a follow-up to the legendary Yours Revenge, Yours Return puts an interesting spin on the classic gameplay. Once again, Yours need to go to battle against the Quotiles using the mighty Zohan cannon. This time, the Quotile sits in the middle of the play area, surrounded by its shield. Take control of Yar and chip away at the shield until you have a clear shot. Then let the Zohan cannon fly and destroy the Quotile. With the action happening in all directions, Yar's return is even more tense than the original. Use the game's select button to... Yeah, okay, modes. That's an odd choice to add this one instead of Revenge, which is much more prolific. Must be in the second cartridge, because there are 2 Atari cartridges. Let's go. Oh, there's little room there. We can get in there. Oh. What the hell? What is happening? Don't like. Excuse me? Like, I'm barely moving and it goes all over the place. Alright, I get it again. But now my thing is gone. What's on the other side? Whoa, 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 whoa. The goal is to destroy the middle but we need to get rid of the shield to get a clear path. And then send our bullet through it. There we go. And then you get a seizure and you go to the second level. Or third level? What? Yeah, not as good as Yard's Revenge, that's for sure. Oh, this one. I don't really get how you... Oh, you are not invulnerable in the shield. Yeah. What kind of hiccups? Like just some lagging? Or some actual buffering? I hope I did not forget to turn off the VPN because that can cause some issues. Oh, whoa, did not want to do that. Man, it's so hard to control once you go in there. You're basically like a pinball. Yeah, there's no control anymore. I don't like this one as much. What's next 3, 4? What happens at 2? Not a whole lot. Millennial, are you you're on YouTube as well, right? Okay. Weird. Sometimes, dang it. Sometimes refreshing the page does work on YouTube, I find. I don't know why, but every time I look on YouTube, it's like my stream is behind 2 minutes as well, which is super weird. Man, I do not like this way of getting rid of the shield. Just chipping away at it. You just have no control over your character as he hits something. Okay, we've got an opening there. We've got an opening. No, I am not. I am not actually British. Johnny Prep. Am I saying that correctly? I hope so. I'm sorry if I'm not. I'm Dutch. I'm not. I'm not very British. I did emulate the British as I was learning English, though. Like I was watching a lot of BBC. So that's where I got some of my language from, I suppose. Thank you. Well, I take that as kind of a compliment, because some of our Dutch accents can be rather rough. Oh, I made a hole right away. Can you actually fit through there? That was easy. Oh, no, I could not go back. Oh, this... Wow. Once you enter that nasty zone, you can just not control your craft anymore. Just... We'll see where you hang out. So this is Yar's Return, which is a sort of sequel to Yar's Revenge, which was released in 2005. It did say Atari, so I'm kind of suspecting that it was a prototype as well. It didn't say. But Yar's Revenge is, in my opinion, much better than this. But the object is to get rid of the shield bits, the red blocks, get a clear line to the center dude, and then shoot your shot, which is on the left side, towards the center dude and murder his ass. Yeah, over here you don't really have to learn Dutch. As long as... as long as you know some English, you'll be fine. I know, Mystic, I know. I was trying to ignore it, but it was out already. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It can give you epilepsy. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm not enjoying this game so much. The first game was much better for sure. But yeah, that's all the games here that's on this pack. It is nice, 20 games. There's some good games in here. There's some games. I love Aquaventure. Let's do a final run for this one, because I kind of sucked at it before, and I know I can do a bit better. And this was also a prototype game that was never officially released. Well, I guess this is kind of an go straight into the coral. Great, Seb. Kind of an official release, this, I suppose. Oh, wait, I don't have to go further down. There's also the treasure. Man! Kill the fish. Just kill the fish. Fish come back with a vengeance. The NES really did Atari in. Okay, here we go in invisible mode. Whoever came up with that color scheme, I don't know what they were thinking. Not a whole lot is my understanding. Oh, look at me. Actually getting somewhere. Oh. Sequest, I don't have much. It's like that kind of simulation game, isn't it? I don't have any experience with it myself. It was taking too long anyway. Yeah, I was about to run out there. Oh no! I love the links. Like, for what it's worth, the links is really cool. As a early color handheld game. Had a battery life that, well, it basically had no battery life. That was the biggest downfall of the thing. And it was kind of huge. Like, for a handheld game, it was a bit chunky. But yeah, it was really nice. What I also really enjoy about the links is just the sheer idea of adding a omnidexterous ability. You know, you can play it as well as left-handed as right-handed, and it had the option to even put it on its side for some games. The only games I know that... Oh crap. The only games that I know of that use it is Clax. where you put it on the side. But those are, you know, kind of those genius ideas that I applaud when they are developing new tech. But especially just making it omnidextrous so that left-handed people can play it just as well as right-handed. I just appreciate it. That's such a thing that's underappreciated a lot when designing new tools. Okay. And it has some fantastic games like Thought in Slime World, really fun game. Blue Thunder, of course, for its time was pretty good. At least for a handheld game. Wait, what? Stupid fish. We started out on adventure. I'm not a fan. What was it other kinda that always reminds me kind of adventure? Haunted House. Kinda like that one a bit more. That is true. It was very much ahead of its time. The problem with me is that I have very little nostalgia for the 2600. So many of these games, it's a bit harder to get back into them if you just did not grow up with them. I grew up with the video video pack or the Odyssey 2 in the US. So I have more damn it, so close yet so far. I have more nostalgia for that system, which of course everyone hates. I will say that Videopack did not have a lot of luck when it came to box arts, let me tell you. If you compare the box arts of the Odyssey 2 to the European Videopack ones, I don't know what the hell Philips was thinking, but they didn't think a whole lot at that time, because those box arts took a nosedive in quality. The US box arts look so awesome. They ooze 80s and maybe even some 70s. Some 70s. Yeah, well, Videopack was originally Magnavox. It was oh crap. Magnavox made the first, or they licensed, I guess, the first Odyssey. And then they also made the second, but by that time Philips had bought up Magnavox, so Magnavox was had become a daughter company of Philips. So it's kind of funny that most of my consoles are actually Philips, so it's was not very intentional, but on the other hand, you know, it was kind of also not surprisingly that those things were popular over here, you know, being the Philips Taos base, as it were. Oh no. Well, the thing with the box art, the things with the box art in Europe is that they went for a more photorealistic approach on the Videopack boxes, and the US versions had a more artistic, like a neon look to them, and they look so awesome. They look amazing. They still hold up well. And then you put it next to our boxes and you're like, eh. So ugly, so ugly. But yeah, I think this will do for today, because we're getting quite late. I'm going to switch back to the old tab cam here. You know, I'll be on screen too, but everyone just checks out the Grizo here, of course. And I'm going to give him some milk as a little end of stream snacky. And after he has finished the milk, that means that he will bugger off, because then his job is done. He just knows. Yeah, so I'm getting it. Almost dropped it. There you go, buddy. He loves the milk. I need to order some new stuff for him soon, because we are running out. Oh, Millennial, thank you so much for joining us. Mystic, of course, thank you. Theos Up, thank you so much for joining us. And Julie, also, thank you so much for joining us. How did you find the channel in general? Always love to know, of course, as well. Yeah, it's Atari now is such a weird company. And they own actually a lot. I'm not sure if you know this, but it's kind of funny going back to Philips, but most of the Philips CDI stuff is actually now owned by Atari. It's weird how things go around like that. But what happened is that in I think it was 96, Philips sold off most of the CDI stuff to Infogrames. They just wanted to clean their hands of the whole thing, never acted like it never existed. And Infogrames later, of course, got well, they bought Atari at some point, and then Infogrames at some point figured, you know, let's just call ourselves Atari. So now you got you got Atari, which owns, well, should own, because I think it's kind of weird how those contracts were. No one actually has the contracts anymore, but they should own that stuff. And yeah, of course they don't own Mario and Zelda per se, but they should, for example, have the right to Gamelon. They did sell some of the IPs though, like the Mystic Midway games. They got bought out because someone is selling them on Steam now, so that's an easy guess. But some of the IPs, maybe, who knows? Perhaps they will do something with it at some point. I doubt it. I think Atari has said that no one actually knows where those things are anymore. The papers that state which IPs they actually own. It's such a messy business. But kind of fun. But yeah, Mystic Midway is on Steam. Yeah, and the Atari man, Atari was such a weird company in the later years. Of course, you also had the Atari VGS, which I guess is kind of like a Evercade, but only Atari focused. Did that thing even actually ever get out? I don't remember. I did see that they did release recently also on Steam a other Atari prototype, which is kind of interesting. It looks super confusing. Yeah, if they work with Sega, yeah, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? I will be looking forward to maybe sometime play some other Evercade cartridges. I do like this is one thing that I do like about the Evercade, and these small cartridges. Like I have over here. I have a big hard drive. All the ROMs are on there that I could ever wish for. I have over here behind Friso is a mister with all the ROMs I ever want to own. But when I go and start one of those things up and I say like, okay, I feel like a Atari 2600 game, and I load it up, and then I'm like, okay, so which game should I choose? And then you have like 500 different games, and I'm like, So what happens is there's then choice paralysis, and I end up not playing anything in the end, or very few. Whereas in these like curated cartridges, it's just fun to just go through the whole lot and just play through them and actually experience some games. That is just cool. Yeah, the Atari 2600 had a Vader design, didn't it? Which was completely black. And it had a, which is the one I have, the Junior, the smaller one, which was a newer design. But I have no clue where that thing actually is. I do not have that modded, so you can only play it through RF. so that's useless. So next time I probably want to do this again. Well, I don't know. Next week we'll probably go back to some Commodore 64 tape testing because that's been a while. But I will bring out the Evercade some other time. And I think the second part is actually some Namco classics. So then we go into the Pac-Man stuff and such. And the Namco one is actually, I think, one that if you are ever interested in the Evercade, is one that you want to pick up as quickly as possible because apparently Namco pulled their support back, so those are not produced anymore, which is unfortunate. Because then you get the scalpers who bought all the games. But yeah, that was it for today. Somewhere during this week I hope to bring you a playthrough of Secret Mission of on CDI, which got chosen. Looking forward to that. It was a bit of a pain to actually get it to work, but more on that in that video. Now I need to actually get a bit practice. Well, it's a adventure game, so how much can you practice? Just get a bit stuck in again, you know, so that I actually know what the heck I'm doing again. It's been a while since I played it. Last time I played that game was for that Let's Play. But yeah, looking forward to playing that. So hopefully maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. But yeah, that's it for now. And as you can see, Reader's job is done. He is gone. And I will follow suit very soon. Thank you all so much for watching. And it was a great time. I hope to see you guys next time in one of my videos, in one of yours, wherever. Until then, take care. For now, I say the mazel.